Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I want to do a review of my very first rifle, a Zastava MP22. For those who don't know, Zastava is a Serbian firearms manufacturer. I think they've been making firearms for about 160 years. And the MP22 has also been called the CZ99 Precision and the Remington Model 5. Now, the Remington Model 5, Remington was just importing the barrel and the action from what I can work out on my research and slapping an American stock on it. So that's the only difference with the Remington Model 5, is it has an American stock instead of a European stock. But even in style, the stock on this is very Americanized. Okay, so my initial experience with this rifle was kind of horrible because the firearm here in front of you is actually a replacement. The first one had an ejection problem. However, if you put that bad experience aside, this one's a great rifle. With only one aspect which I'd say is a negative, and that's because it doesn't seem to like to cycle Winchester T22 ammunition. It's fine with all other ammunitions I've loaded into it, even other Winchester ammunition. However, if it's T22, it just seems to jam up. Other than the T22 problem, the rifles functioned flawlessly. Now, some of the features: it's got a walnut stock, as you might be able to notice. It's quite nice. It's a Mauser system rotating bolt, just designed for a 22 LR. It's a cold forged barrel, 5-round detachable magazine. This one actually came with 2 5-round detachable mags. It's a lever type safety. It's got iron sights, blued barrel, and what I really love about it is it's all metal parts. What a shame. Now, when I looked at buying a 22, I looked at the Chinese Pumas, otherwise known as the Norinkos, the Marlin XT22, the Savage Mark II, and some old Lithgos and Brunos. If I had a lucky break, I probably would have gone with an old Lithgo or Bruno, but I couldn't find one that had the right price tag. Now, I did have a lot of people tell me to buy a CZ, and sure, CZ makes great rifles, but I simply couldn't justify spending $700 or more on a 22, let alone a used 22. Okay, they might be great, but you've got to think about what you're using the rifle for. If I'm going up to centerfire, then hell, the prices that I'm prepared to pay is certainly going to jump a lot more. Now, out of all the rifles I held, under the $400 price tag which I'd put on, the Zastava action was the smoothest. So smooth, in fact, that if you concentrate, you can actually tell when you do or do not chamber a round. As for the trigger, it's gotten a bit of a bad review, and if you compare it to the Savage or Marlin Accu trigger, it's nothing flash, to be honest. However, I don't mind it. The length of pull is predictable, and there's no play. Also, the trigger is fully adjustable. I haven't adjusted mine, but when I do, I will probably get a gunsmith to do it, because there is 3 screws that you have to fiddle with, and it'd just save messing around and get the job done a lot more efficient and faster. The iron sights, they're basic but functional. The rear sight's adjustable vertically and horizontally. and you can flip down the rear sight so it doesn't get in your sight picture if you mount a scope on it. The front sight is fixed, however. Now if I just show you, I have said the bolt's really smooth and the rear sight folds down. It's really simple. Folds down like that and then flips back up. A little more difficult, but pretty easy enough. So down it goes and back up. When you're adjusting your elevation and windage or whatever, I wouldn't really adjust windage on this, because to adjust it left and right or horizontally, you have to tap it with a punch and a hammer across. It's got a dovetail milled out here, and to adjust your elevation you've got two little screws here that you loosen, and you're just moving a piece of metal up and down to adjust your elevation, and then you tighten the screws when it's in the right place. So it is very basic, but it does the job. Okay, and the bolt, really simple. It's decocked at the moment, but you have to cock it to get it in. I'll show you, it's decocked. Will not go in, just won't. You have to cock it, goes in. Okay, very smooth. In fact, if as you can see, and it drops back down. So it's great. Magazine, little fiddly. You've got that button there. Comes out, goes back in. Some people seem to have problems with it, but works for me, does the job. And this is your safety here. So very simple to operate. Forwards fire, back it's on safe. As soon as you push it forward, it's ready to go. If the rifle's not cocked, it won't go into safety. As soon as the rifle's cocked, you can activate the safety. Now, accuracy with these iron sights, I haven't put a scope on it at all yet, but accuracy with these sights is great. I haven't put that many types of ammunition through it, but so far I have shot 1 inch groups and under with CCI standard velocity, and under 1 inch groups with the German Schoenbeck or Quernbeck, if someone can tell me how that's pronounced, let me know. Schoenbeck or Quernbeck, not sure. All groups were at 50 meters and done with these open sights. So when I put a scope on it, I would definitely expect the groups to get much tighter and consistent. Price range is good. For memory, I paid around 320 to 350 Australian dollars, and it came with 2 5-round magazines and 12 months warranty supplied by Beretta. If you're looking at getting a 22 LR, I would highly recommend considering the Zastava MP22 or the Remington Model 5, because like I said before, they're the same rifle, just different stocks. If you're new to shooting, stay tuned, because I'll be doing a video very soon discussing things you may wish to consider when buying your first rifle and other related items you'll need to maintain your firearm. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch us all later in the next one. See yous.